This was my month-long trip to Poland this year.
Such a fun
Every summer, I travel almost 5,000 miles across the Atlantic Ocean to Europe, where a small country lies almost in the center of it. This country is called Poland, and it is home to basically all of my family. My journey started with a 7-hour flight. I then landed in Munich, Germany. It's the largest city in southern Germany, known for its scenery, old architecture, and BMW. I'll be back here later, but I'm not allowed to talk about why. Just yet. I had a 3-hour layover here, so I chose to spend my time eating, doing a little work, and, oh yeah, shooting more video of planes. Soon, I was back on my second flight of the day. This flight would take me to Kraków, Poland, where I would meet back up with my family. I'm not going to say anything about the city since I'll be back here soon. When I landed, the weather was pretty bad, but speeding home in a new BMW M6 brought out the sun for the first time on my trip. At this point, I was finally home, and now I had the job of saying hello to everyone I knew from across the world. This is where the fun officially begins. On my first day, we went to the city of Katowice to watch the end of the second stint of the Tour de Pologne. Katowice is best known for its large sporting arena called the Spodek, which coincidentally looks like an alien spaceship. We also saw this balloon, which my uncle tried to give me as an early birthday present. A few days later, we went to the city of Rzeszów. Thank you, Luke, for the pronunciation, is a city located near the border between Poland and Ukraine. It is known for a beautiful market square, its endless system of underground tunnels, and lots more.
Jack, co to szpagat będziesz robił? Witajcie.
I teraz na piwo.
No wiadomo, no co, piwo się należy.
While there, we saw one of the many old castles. The setup at the end of the fourth stint of the Tour de Pologne got yelled at by some guy, and even saw a man fighting a bunch of ducks. I kid you not, ducks. We then decided to take a trip down to Wrocław, formerly known as Breslau during the German occupation. It's not only one of the most beautiful cities in Poland, but it also has some of the most things to see and do in all of Poland. Take this inverted train for example. In addition, we also went to the Panorama, which is a massive 360-degree painting surrounded by 3D props. It's jaw-dropping seeing this thing in person because of its sheer scale and its amazing presentation. We then went to two massive cathedral towers where we climbed out onto the observation deck to take in the city views. Wrocław is known for its hundreds of gnomes you can find all over the city. Each gnome portrays something different about the history of the city or location. I managed to find about 30 while I was there. We finished the day off with a trip to a mall where me and my cousin got a little too serious with our game of catch. On the second day, we decided to go and see some statues all over the town. These in particular were the best ones we saw. We then took a trip to the new Wrocław Zoo. Remember when I said we'd be back in Kraków? That happened a few days later. Kraków is home to a lot of history as well as an incredible amount of landmarks. The Wawel Castle is not only one of the largest castles in Poland, but is also home to a dragon. Well, sort of. Not far from the Wawel is the Kraków Rynek, or the Kraków Marketplace. It's one of the oldest parts of the city and it's surrounded by many very old landmarks. St. Mary's Basilica is one of the most beautiful churches in all of Poland. The inside is decorated with what seems like endless amounts of gold, and the shrine at the front is something but incredible. Right outside stands the old town hall, rather tower that remains. We got up to go to the top where the views were as breathtaking as the climb. Not long after that, I got the chance to attend an official Rally Poland testing day in the mountains. A family friend of ours was testing his new Ford Fiesta R5 rally car, so I got the chance to see him and his new set of wheels in action. I also got the opportunity to go scuba diving a few days later. I purposely bought a Polish GoPro looking thing so I could record some underwater video, but it was broken out of the box. Fortunately, a waterproof pouch and Galaxy S4 saved the day. Poland is known for a lot of things, but it's very well known for its rich coal mining industry. Every year I come visit, we've made it a tradition to visit at least one mine or cave. We then went to a gun range. My grandpa's been hunting since the 1940s, so you could say he has a gunpowder running through his veins. We got to test our marksman skills by shooting at clay targets being fired right in front of us. It was a lot of fun, but my shoulder did feel a little sore from the kickback the gun was able to produce. The final and worst part of my trip is leaving Poland and having to go back to the United States. I don't mind living in the US, but when you're on vacation for over a month, you kind of get used to a good life. It sucks only being able to see this place and the people who live in it for only a few weeks during the summer, but it's always something to be excited for. I've been fortunate enough to have the ability to travel to many places all over the world. Each place I visit not only creates new memories, but also teaches me new things. Travel isn't just about leaving your home for a period of time. It is also about being able to explore, experience, and see new things. We live in a world where we are privileged enough to be able to get from one side of the world to the other in what seems like a few hours. To me, that's a pretty good excuse to pack my bag and set off on my next adventure.